agent, provided if he is given and obtained in the course of business transacted by him for the principal, shall, as between the principal and the third parties, have the same legal consequences as if it had been given to or obtained by the principal. So next, there is one agent cannot personally enforce nor be bound by the contracts on behalf of principal, section 230. This lays down the absence of any contract to that effect. Now we have to discuss about the revocation of authority, wherein had brought in every section in one single page. For that you can take a screenshot and keep it for further reference. So termination of agency is discussed in section 201 by revocation of authority before it has been exercised, that is section 203. Then agency is irrevocable, section 202. When an agent is personally interested in subject matter, then section 204. But principal cannot revoke authority given to agent after the authority has been partly exercised. Then section 206, renunciation by agent. Then section 209, death or insanity of agent. Then on expiry of time also, revocation of authority will be there. Then section 205, compensation for revocation or renunciation for premature termination without sufficient cause. Then there is completion of business should be there in any contract. Then section 208, effect of termination only once the communication is received. Then agent, there is section 207, revocation and renunciation may be expressed or implied. Then agent on behalf of the representatives of the late principal act reasonable steps for preservation of interests of the principal. That is section under, it comes under section 209, death or insanity. Then these are all the main sections we have to discuss. Principal insolvency, that is also one of the reasons we have to study in case of revocation of authority. So here the ingredients of these sections 201 to 210 are 201, it says about enunciates the ways of termination of agency in general. According to it, a termination of agency can be done, that is by revocation by principal, that is section 203 to 207. Then renunciation by agent, section 205. Completion of business of agency, that is section 201. And death of the principal or agent, section 209. Then insanity of principal or agent, section 209. Then and insolvency of the principal, that is 201. So these are all the main ingredients. Then first of all we have to discuss about the revocation by principal, section 203 to 207. Section 203 provides that the principal may revoke agent's authority. Any agency can be revoked subject to the conditions in the contract of agency between principal and agent. In general, there cannot be irrevocable agencies. There are few examples of irrevocable agencies. Wife and husband, it is an implied irrevocable agency between the spouses. Even this can also be revoked by either of spouses if their matrimonial life is in trouble. There is also one example irrevocable because in some cases some interest is there of the agent and he has to get it back for the acts done by him. When principal may revoke agent's authority, the principal may save as is otherwise provided by the last preceding section, revoke the authority given to his agent at any time before the authority has been exercised so as to bind the principal. Then important sections 203 gives the general power of principal to revoke the agent's authority subject to the exception in section 202. The principal should exercise his revocation so that his revocation should not adversely affect the third parties. Then instances of a revocation, that is section 202 to 203, the principal appoints an auctioneer to sell his agents. He can revoke his authority at any time before the goods are knocked down. Then a principal appoints an agency in a civil suit giving all powers including the compromise with the other party before an order is passed by the court. The principal can revoke his authority. A principal appoints an agent to collect the debt if the debtor pays the money directly to the principal, the authority given to the agent comes to an end. Now, there is a compensation for revocation by principal or renunciation of agent is discussed in section 205. Then reasonable notice under section 206. Then revocation and renunciation may be expressed or implied, that is section 207. Then compensation of revocation by principal or renunciation by agent, that is section 205, that says where there is an express or implied contract that the agency should be continued for any period of time, the principal must take compensation to the agent or the agent to the principal, as the case may be, for any previous revocation or renunciation of the agency without sufficient cause. So this is section 205, very important section. Then there is an illustration to describe about A consigns 1000 bales of cotton to B, who has made advances to him on such cotton and desires B to sell the cotton and to repay him off. Out of the price, the amount of own advances, A cannot revoke his authority, nor is it terminated by his insanity or death. Then renunciation of agent, section 206, as the principal has the authority to revoke his authority, similarly the agent has also authority to renounce the agency. But the general principle is that by the renunciation of the third party or the principal should not adversely affected. So that is, third party should not be put to loss. Then there is one hashtagged case, that is Hari Prasad Singh versus Keshav Prasad Singh, All India Reporter 1925, Patna, page number 68. Brief facts. The principal appointed B as his agent in a share business and advanced a certain amount. 4 years passed. B required some more money. A refused to pay. A business went to loss. A asked to refund the amount given by him 4 years back to B. B refused to do so. 12 years passed. A and B died. B's sons continued the business and got profit. A's heirs sued B's sons for accounts and share in profits. So what judgment has come? The court held that agency was terminated by implication when A refused to furnish B with funds and B refused to refund the amount. Where agency is a definite period and after the expiration of the time, the agent or principal need not give any notice. Before that fixed time, if an agent renunciates the agency, he is answerable for the damages which may occur to the principal. Then the agent may renunciate his authority by tendering resignation of his agency, by ceasing to discharge his duties and departing from the principal's service, by setting up an adverse title to the principal. Then the agent may renunciate the authority. As I told you, the principal demands the agent to do an illegal or unlawful act. If a principal refuses to pay the remuneration or does not provide sufficient funds required to perform such agency, if principal refuses to give indemnity to the agent, then if the principal puts obstacles to the agent, he can renunciate. So now completion of business of agency, that also we have to discuss. There is one important case, that is Balu Ram versus Ram Dayal 1980. An agent is appointed to sell certain goods. Agent sold the goods to Z. Z did not pay the price for the goods either to the agent or to the principal. So the principal claimed the amount. The agent contended that his job was completed as soon as he sold out the goods and it was the duty of the principal to collect the price of the goods. Judgment, what it has come, the court held that the agent was liable for the price of the goods until realization from the purchaser, and if the purchaser did not pay, the agent had to compensate the principal. With this, I would like to conclude this section. There is one or two other sections. Just I will read out those sections for your benefit. That is, the death of principal or agent is described in sections 209 and 201. The 209, enshrined in the Contract Act 1872 says provides that the agent's duty is terminated by death or principal or the agent. Section 201 also provides the same thing. So the both are go hand in hand. Then insanity of the principal or agent, that is section 209, provides that the agent's authority is terminated by the insanity of the principal or agent. Now, insolvency of the principal. Insolvency going bankrupt, that is section 201 explains if the principal becomes adjudicated or an insolvent under the provisions of